When a disciple of the Buddha asked, "Lord, how can we control our anger?" the Buddha replied, "I tell you a story. By listening to this story, you will learn to control your anger." The story continues like this. Once upon a time, there was a quarrelsome woman in the village. She would become angry over small things and use a lot of abusive language. After her anger subsided, she would feel sorrow for her family, who had been upset by her habit. There was always disagreement in her family. A wise man knocked on the woman's door one day, asking for help. The woman told the monk about her situation, saying, "Oh, wise one, I get angry very quickly. I could not control my anger even if I wanted to tell me some solution so that I can control my anger." The monk handed her a small bottle of medicine, explaining that it was a medicine for anger, and instructed her to put 4 drops on her tongue and hold it there for 10 minutes whenever she felt angry. "Do not open the mouth for 10 minutes, otherwise the medicine will not have any effect." The monk left from there. The woman began using the medicine as instructed by the monk in just 7 days. When the monk returned to her door after 7 days, the woman fell at his feet and said, "Oh, wise one, your medicine has done wonders to me. I don't get angry now because of taking your medicine, and there is an atmosphere of peace in my family too." The monk grinned and said, "Daughter, you haven't controlled your anger with this medicine. Instead, you have controlled your anger by remaining silent after telling the story." That vial was filled with water, not medicine. The Buddha said that the best way to control anger is to remain silent, since an angry person uses hurtful language that causes disagreement. If we look at our lives, we will discover that there are many times when we become enraged and lose our composure, and when someone becomes enraged, his mind becomes blank. When a person becomes angry, his mouth stops working and he begins to speak abusive words, for which he must later apologize. An angry person can also commit physical violence, which he may regret for the rest of his life. Physical violence typically occurs during moments of rage, but anger is only lost for a short while. If we remain silent during these moments, we will avoid many arguments and fights. Always remain composed. Put a few drops of the medicine known as silence in your mouth, then shut it for a while. These are wise sayings that will spare you from a lot of problems in the future. Thank you for viewing, and keep grinning.